Hey, Gabriella, I've got something to say to you. So you need to read my messages. I went to all the trouble of sending you a wedding invitation, through to your friend. Why do you send a reply back saying that you were going to be absent? And on top of that, you didn't want me knowing where you live currently, so you sent it back to me through the same friend? Like, what the heck? I don't understand that.
Oh, it's you. What do you want from me, Vince? I have a lot of things to do and very little time to message you all day.
As my ex-wife, don't you have any intention on congratulating me for starting my life all over again? This is a whole new beginning for me.
Are you kidding me right now, Vince? You are so thick. You know that, right?
Excuse me? I'm thick? Are you saying that I'm an idiot? How dare you? You can't just speak to me like that.
What kind of man would invite his ex-wife to his wedding to the woman he cheated on that ex-wife with? Do you really think I'm that dumb to go and celebrate your new beginning? You cheated on me with your soon-to-be new wife, remember? Where is that guy who's doing that, huh?
Well, I'm obviously right here, messaging you no less.
I thought you were being smug by sending me an invitation. I don't know what you were thinking when you sent it to me. Do you seriously think I would want to attend? If you had any common sense, it's a natural thing to decline an offer like that from an ex. With being invited to something like this, I think it's a reasonable decision to make in terms of not coming to the ceremony. So no, I won't be attending your wedding because I don't want or need to show up there. It would be awkward and all hell would break loose.
I'm not taking no for an answer, Gabrielle. You've got no choice in the matter. You need to attend my wedding. That's an order. You're the one who's got to attend no matter what. I'm forcing you to participate.
Are you kidding me right now, Vince? You can't just force me to do something I don't want to do. I let you do that too much when we were married to each other. I'm not going to let you now. No way.
Listen to me, Gabriella. This marriage, it's something you need to witness. My happiness awaits me as I stumbled all over the obstacles that I had with you. I'll show you the cause of all of our unhappiness and where we went so wrong. Also, I'm going to force you to bless my new marriage because that's something you should do. The purpose for it is that so I can be done with you and actually be happy with somebody I love.
I'm not interfering with anything that you're organizing. I don't want to be that sort of ex-wife at all. I've never been involved with you since our divorce, and you just keep bugging me, and it's getting to the point that I'm so sick of it.
Then why would you ask for compensation in one lump sum if you didn't want anything to do with me? Don't you realize how much I suffered because of you asking for that? All you wanted was my money that I earned from hard work. At least I had my beloved Annie, who was able to earn a lot of money while she was still a college student. If it wasn't for her, I'd be in debt for the rest of my life. I was able to go somehow from being in my overdraft and in negative funds to zero, all because you stole all that money from me. It took me 3 whole years to overcome the debt I was left in. Then one day, we found that Annie was pregnant. So now we have to have a wedding and be married for the baby.
Oh, for goodness sake, Vince. Are you actually stupid or something? Do you not understand why you had to pay me all that money?
What did you just call me? That's the second time you've called me stupid in this conversation we're having. I'm not stupid. I'm just simply saying what you've done to me.
What I've done to you. You're so thick. I was entitled to that money because of the affair you had with that woman you're marrying. I was simply claiming my right to that money as someone who had been cheated on by her husband and been completely betrayed. Don't turn yourself into the victim when you're the perpetrator.
You can't just say those sort of things to me when I complied to what you wanted. Don't you dare insult Annie in front of me. Our love for each other is sacred and can never be broken by the likes of you. Besides, the reason why we got divorced in the first place is because of your infertility. It's your fault you couldn't bear my children. Even though I wanted to have a child so badly, I couldn't because your body doesn't work properly. Annie came and helped heal my pain.
Oh my God, you really are so thick, Vince. And don't say my body doesn't work properly when it does.
Why are you calling me thick? You're so rude and disrespectful. You're supposed to respect me as your ex-husband. I did you a favor by divorcing you.
The infertility tests weren't so accurate back then, and the doctors never gave a definitive answer to whether I was infertile or not.
We had been married for 3 years, Gabriella. And during that entire time we were married, you never got pregnant or gave birth.
Either way, even though your wedding is coming up, there are other circumstances that are preventing me from attending.
Oh yeah? Like what? What are these circumstances that make it so you can't attend my wedding? I bet you're just lying so you don't have to go.
I don't want to tell you why, so I'm just not going to say anything more. As being your ex-wife, I think that's a reason in itself to not go to your wedding. I have things to do, so I'm going to stop messaging now.
This is not good enough. If you can't tell me the reason as to why you can't make it, then you've got no choice but to attend my wedding to my true love. You're my ex-wife, so I need you to attend. No matter what anyone says, you have to fulfill your duty and be there for me. You need to see how happy we both are. You've got no choice. And that's an order from your ex-husband. You're definitely coming to this wedding. I'll prepare a seat for you right up front. I don't get why you're messing me around so much, Gabriella. It's starting to really annoy me. What you're doing to me just keeps going on and on and on, and it never ends. But you decided to come after all. After all, you couldn't help but worry about the wedding we were having, could you? Did you think I was going to regret doing this? Well, I told you earlier that I wouldn't. You know, Gabriella, you don't exist to me right now. Like, for real. You just don't right now because my happiness comes first. Oh, but what's this look for? Seriously. Oh my god, I can't believe what you look like. Even though we've only been divorced for 3 years, you're 10 times the size you were then. Yikes. You've got so round.
Vince, what are you even talking about right now? What look are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play games with me right now. Don't you recognize yourself as the sad, fat, and single woman that attended my wedding?
Oh, what? Is that what you're talking about? Your wedding? Is it today? I completely forgot that today's the day you're getting married.
What are you even saying? We literally just passed each other in the venue.
I'm so confused, huh? I'm at the wedding venue. How am I there?
Oh my god, stop playing stupid tricks on me. I literally just saw you and you walked, or should I say waddled, past me. I noticed you coming towards me, and I said to you, wow, after 3 years you put on a few pounds. You're a fat single woman now, and I laughed. You had such a frightening look on your face. Why is that? The way that you walked, and I instantly thought you were making a thudding sound effect.
I think you've got me mixed up with the wrong person, no?
I definitely don't. I'm sure of it. It was hardly an inch away from you. I know what you look like. There was no mistake made.
I already replied to your invitation saying that I wasn't going to attend. I don't know how many times I have to say that.
But you obviously changed your mind because we walked right past each other.
I really don't get what you're on about, Vince. It makes no sense. It is so exhausting trying to get anything through to your brain with that thick skull of yours. You're completely away with the fairies. I guess that can't be helped if you don't understand what's actually going on.
What the heck are you on about now, Gabriella? Trying to pretend that you're not bad or something?
Well, no, if you actually read what I'm about to tell you, then you'll realize I'm not at the wedding. I'm not at the wedding because I'm heavily pregnant at the moment. Ha ha.
I'm sorry. What? You're actually pregnant?
I can see that I have to put it into words that you'll understand. This month, I'm in my 9th month of pregnancy and could go into labor at any time. So that's why I've not attended your wedding today.
Are you kidding me with this? And you say I'm stupid. You're the stupid one for saying that you're pregnant when you're really infertile. I would think clearly about what you say next before spitting out any more lies.
But it's true, though? I'm pregnant and could give birth at any time during this month?
No. This can't be true. If you're saying that you're pregnant right now, does that mean that you're not infertile? So either you got yourself knocked up from a one-night stand, or you've gotten remarried?
You're almost on the right track. I got remarried. That's why I'm about to give birth to my child soon.
This can't be happening right now. Are you serious? I've completely exposed you. So you were lying. So we did walk past each other.
Oh my god, this conversation is literally going around in circles. It's so frustrating. We just need to hold off on this conversation just a minute.
What do you mean? What's going on here?
So I'm just with my father right now, and he told me that the person that you might have seen was my aunt.
What are you talking about?
About the conversation we were just having before? About you walking past some woman? It wasn't me. My father has a younger sister who's quite a bit younger than him in age. Because she's so free-spirited, she longed to live right in the city, so she left her parents' house at the age of 18. Since then, she's only been in contact with us once every few years.
So, what are you trying to say to me right now?
The last time we got in contact with her was 3 months ago. She got some sort of notification that she was to be married to the heir of a large company. When she met up with my father for the first time in more than 10 years, he couldn't believe how much she looked like me.
I've got no idea what you're getting at. I'm so confused by what you're saying. This isn't funny, Gabriella.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to explain something. She said that she got pregnant about a month after I did, so I guess she's 8 months along. She couldn't quite believe that she was pregnant with twins, but it explains why she has a big stomach right now.
Now, just hang on a minute. What company does your aunt's partner work for that makes him the heir of the company?
Well, he works for Smith & Company.
Smith & Company? Are you sure about that?
Yes. What? Is there something on your mind, Vince?
Bride's guest is the most important customer of that company, and that would be my new father-in-law. Since the company's president is undergoing medical treatment, the managing director seems to be inviting the heirs of the company. Is this really true? There's no way this is happening, right?
Well, my father just contacted my aunt to confirm that it is in fact true, so I don't know what to tell you, Vince. She also told my father that when she got to the wedding of a daughter who belongs to a business partner, a man she didn't know insulted her and called her fat. She sounded pretty angry. And she's just discovered that the man was in fact the groom.
This has got to be some kind of sick joke, right? I mean, it was just a joke that I told her.
Don't you think that you're on the verge of causing a massive uproar, Vince?
This is all your fault. Because of you, my wedding ceremony was canceled.
You've had a few days to think about what you've done, and now you go and blame things you did on me?
Why would someone that looks like you show up to my wedding?
I don't think you can decide the shape of the face that you're born with.
Of course you go and say crap like that. Don't be so rude to me.
Says the person who is ignorant to the bad things they've said to multiple people.
Don't say crap to me like that. I'm not ignorant.
Well, come to think of it, your marriage to Annie hasn't ended yet, has it?
Well, Annie is a beautiful crystal that holds so much love for me, so she wouldn't leave me ever.
But be honest. Because of this whole commotion, the cheating that I had kept a secret from your father somehow got back to him. I heard that your mother-in-law, who is protecting the unfaithful couple, is actually separated. And I heard that you've been forced to resign from your father-in-law's company. And that you were both disowned from your families, and Annie was forced to drop out of university as well? Such a shame.
How do you know all about those things? Are you spying on me or something?
Well, my aunt was the one who got insulted by you, and you were the one who mistook her for me. It turns out that she found out that you were my ex-husband. You know that the information's going to come pouring in now, right? I've also heard that she's going to sue you and request compensation for what you said to her. What you did was harassment, Vince.
This can't be happening to me right now. All of this is crap. Everything is falling apart, and it's all because you didn't come to my wedding ceremony. If you just showed up like you were supposed to, I wouldn't be in this situation.
But I told you that I was never going to attend. This is all on you, Vince. Not me.
There's no way all this crap is happening to me. This is unbelievable.
What are you talking about, Vince?
Annie's child. She admitted the child isn't mine.
What do you mean it isn't yours?
She gave birth to a mixed-race child. I couldn't believe it when it came out of her. It looked nothing like me.
But you seem to have unique facial features. So I'm surprised it doesn't look like you.
Its hair, eyes, and everything else looks entirely different.
Have you actually checked properly that the child isn't yours?
Don't be stupid, of course I have. It's not my baby.
Hey, I guess you can cut the crap that you've been saying to me for years then.
What are you on about? What have I ever said to you?
Look, why are you even talking to me? I don't understand why you're always contacting me. No matter when you talk to me, you always accuse me of something or throw a tantrum. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I don't have enough information on this type of thing, so I can't be held responsible to the kind of advice I'm going to give you. You need to consult an obstetrician or a gynecologist or something. Just think for yourself for once in your life.
But that means that I'm the one with the problem. Now I'm the one who's in trouble right now.
Do you think I care about who you're in trouble for? I want no involvement in this.
Well, it would be nice if you could just show me a little bit of concern. I'd do that for you.
I've only just given birth to my child, and I need to concentrate on raising my baby. I don't need your problems in my life.
But Gabriella, I thought we were friends. I just found out something terrible. I'm actually infertile. I can't have kids.
What did you just say?
I went to the hospital that Annie gave birth in, and we took a DNA test of the baby and I, and it came back that I wasn't the father.
Oh, is that right? So you're not the father then?
But she told me that she's got no idea who the father is. How can that be possible? She wanted to have a wedding as soon as possible, so I was trying to get money for it. Then she confessed that there were multiple fathers of the child. She was earning money off multiple men. She lied to me. The real father is probably one of those men she mentioned.
Oh wow, that's quite a crazy turn to your situation now, isn't it?
And I wished for such a woman, and she goes and betrays me. And she's divorced me as well.
Well, ain't that a shame?
Anyways, I wanted to talk to you. Gabriella, why don't we raise the child you gave birth to together? Wouldn't that be great? To do that, can you tell me where you're living now, please? I'm currently living in an apartment that's in Annie's name. I'll have to leave soon. So please, let me know where you're living. Please?
Oh my god, don't be so ridiculous. You're so stupid, Vince.
What do you mean? I'm not being ridiculous.
You're not to come anywhere near me. I told you so many times that I want nothing to do with you. Goodbye, and honestly, good riddance.
What the heck, Gabriella? Don't say that to me. Please, just hear me out. We can get married again so you're not a single mother to the child. It would work both ways. Don't leave me here to suffer. Gabriella, please talk to me. Don't leave me again.
I've got no clue where the single mother interpretation came from. It's beyond ridiculous. A few days later, a friend gave him a hotel room number. According to his friends, he's currently unemployed and can't rent an apartment. It seems like he really wants me to do something about his uncertain future. No way. His friend stopped being the messenger between the two of us. He asked his friend to say that he told me that he could remarry him, and that was the final straw. I shouted down the phone and told him to back off. After that, he seemed to be up to his shoulders in debt as he had to pay money to my aunt for his harassment. He also had to pay for the wedding that never happened. The last thing I heard of him is that his things were taken away by a debt collector. His whereabouts are unknown. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Oh, Tina, are you there? I was just wondering if you had a little bit of time to talk with me. I really hope that you're not too busy right now. I have a little game that I'd like to play with you. Can you guess at all where I am right now?
Oh, Mindy, there you are. No, I have no idea where you are right now. Where are you? I'm here at the chapel and not even my fiancé is here either. And it's the day of my wedding. People are freaking out over here. It's just chaos. We are all trying to figure out where Jack is. I don't know what to do right now. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Oh, are people really in that much of a tizzy? I guess that makes sense, though.
What are you talking about? Is something about this funny to you? This is really, really serious.
Well, I guess you didn't want to play my little guessing game, huh? If that's the case, I guess I'll just come right out and say it then.
Just tell me what you're talking about already.
The answer to where I am right now is... drumroll please. In a sleazy motel with your fiancé, Jack.
You're in a motel with Jack right now? On the day that we are supposed to be getting married?
Do you still not get it? Are you really that stupid? I said we're in a sleazy motel. Can you guess from that?
Just come out and say what you're trying to say already.
You're no fun. Jack and I are making love in a motel right now. And that means that you aren't going to be getting married today. In fact, that was never gonna happen since Jack and I stopped by the courthouse earlier today and had our civil service.
What are you saying? This has to be some kind of joke, right?
Unfortunately for you, it is no joke. It's all really happening. And if you really want to know, this isn't even the first time that we're getting together. We first hooked up last night, and ever since then, we haven't left the bed. Except to get married, of course. And Jack's turned his phone off, so don't even bother trying to call him either.
Mindy, what is the matter with you? I was supposed to marry Jack. We were engaged. How could you do this to me? How could you sleep with my fiancé on the day of my wedding? Mindy, answer me right now!
Hey there, big sis. How long has it been? I feel like it's been at least a whole year, right? How have you been lately? I'm sure you're already way over this silly little incident between us last year, right?
Mindy? Is that really you? I don't think I've heard from you ever since the day that I was supposed to get married. What are you doing messaging me out of the blue like this?
Right, well, you see, the thing about Jack is that we're not living together anymore.
Oh, really?
I know, right? It really is such a ripoff. I went through all that effort of stealing him away from you, and then not long after that, we ended up breaking up.
You broke up with Jack?
Yeah, that's right. Well, actually, I found a new man and brought him over, and Jack didn't like that one bit.
What the heck are you talking about? You mean to tell me that you sleep with my husband, humiliate me on my wedding day, and now you have a new boyfriend?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But I guess I can't really help doing things like that when I'm this cute.
That isn't what the problem is here, Mindy.
Anyways, the reason that I wanted to reach out was to tell you that I'm going to be coming back to live with Mom and Dad, and I'm bringing my kid with me. So make sure you have a room ready for us. Got it?
Wait, your kid? What do you mean?
Well, after that night, I got pregnant with Jack's kid, and I just gave birth a couple months ago now. But then Jack found out that I was sleeping around, and so he kicked me and our baby out.
What is the matter with you?
You're so funny. Anyways, I'm spending the night at a friend's place tonight, but then tomorrow I'm headed over, okay? I should be arriving sometime in the afternoon. And one more thing. I'm probably going to be really busy going out with my new man, so you're going to be doing lots of babysitting for me.
Are you kidding me right now? Please tell me this is some kind of joke.
Don't tell me that you're still hung up on Jack or something. Well, in that case, you should be happy about this. Not only is my kid your niece, but it's also Jack's baby as well. You can pretend like it's yours and like you and Jack had a baby together.
You are honestly out of your mind. Do you seriously think that I'm going to go along with this? There isn't a place for you here, so don't bother coming home.
But why not? What's the matter?
Well, there would be no point in you coming back home.
And why not? What's wrong with the house? I'm gonna be coming home and that's final.
Well, we've actually already moved away.
Do you really think I'm going to believe such a stupid lie like that? Anyways, just clean up my room and get things ready for us. Oh, Tina! Are you there? Your little sister's finally back home. But man, you guys really did do a lot of work around here while I've been gone, huh? Looks like a whole new house. Every room looks like it's been totally refurbished. This is amazing. Everything is so shiny and new. Is this why you didn't want me to come back? So that you could have this amazing place all to yourself? Well, your little plan didn't work, did it? You guys even set up a garden and my room overlooks it. Well, anyways, I guess you and I are going back to living together as of today, huh? But where is everyone? The whole house is empty. Oh well, I'll just help myself to what's in the fridge until you get back. You have no idea how tough it is being a single mother. I feel like I can finally relax. Hey, Tina, are you there? Just what the heck is going on here, huh?
Ugh, what do you want this time?
I mean that there are a bunch of strangers living in our house. They all showed up and threw me out of there. Hurry up and get back here right now. This is really bad. I have to call the cops.
Wait a second, are you back in our hometown right now?
Well, no, duh. I said I was going back home. Where else would be home but in our hometown?
But I already told you that we'd all moved away.
What do you mean?
I mean that after you ran off with Jack, we decided to move away to a new home.
Wait, you mean that you were telling the truth?
Why would I even lie about something like that?
But why would you just move without even telling me?
Because you were the whole reason that we moved away in the first place. Why would we give you our new address?
What do you mean that was the reason? That doesn't make any sense.
Are you kidding me? I invited all our family and my friends to my wedding a year ago. That means on that day, basically everyone we knew learned that you had stolen my fiancé away from me. I was humiliated. I felt like I could hardly show my face around town without there being whispers following me. You ruined my life and my reputation there. That's why we moved away.
But I still don't get it. If that's the case, then why didn't you just move away? Why did Mom and Dad have to go too?
Well, that's because they didn't want to give you a place to go back home to.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean that they think you're a spoiled girl who needed to be taught a lesson. Not to mention the fact that the rumors didn't just stop at me. They were talking about Mom and Dad too. We all just wanted to move away and get a fresh start away from you.
Oh, crap!
What's the matter now?
The cops just showed up.
I suppose it was just a matter of time.
Oh man, the cops showed up and made me pay for all the food I ate, but I only had $15 left to my name. What am I supposed to do?
Don't tell me that they are letting you go with just that.
Apparently, one of our old neighbors explained that I used to live there, so they let me off with a serious warning.
Well, that's just great. Basically useless.
It's not great. Now tell me where you live right now.
Why don't you just go and move in with your new boyfriend, huh?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Tina, are you there? You're not going to believe this, but I caught my new boyfriend cheating on me. He said that the girl was his girlfriend and that they lived together. Then he started calling me a stalker and kicked me out of the house.
Wow, your life is just a real mess, huh?
What is that supposed to mean, huh?
I mean that you thought you could get away with doing whatever you wanted with no consequences. But that's not how things work. You're not a politician.
Is that a joke?
A bad one, yes. And are you doing all of this running around from house to house while breastfeeding your baby?
That's right. I'm tired, I'm sore, I'm sad, and I just want help.
Tell me where you are right now.
I'm by the Central Metro station.
All right, just wait right there. Do you see that Motel 8 across the street from the station?
I think so. The kind of purple building?
Yep, that's the one. I rented a room there under your name for tonight, and it's already paid for with my card.
Did you really do that for me?
That's right. But it's only for the night. I told the front desk that as well.
Of course, thank you so much.
And you have to check out tomorrow at 10. Got it? After that, I want you to wait outside.
Got it. I'll do that. I knew I could count on you, big sis. Tina, what's going on? Why is our uncle here?
Oh wow, it's already 10 in the morning, huh?
Just tell me what's going on. I thought that you were going to be picking me up.
I never once said that I was going to be doing that.
What do you mean?
I mean that in all this time that we've been talking, you haven't once apologized for what you did to me. I told our uncle that if you did, I would have set you up in a little apartment for a while, but you never did.
What do you mean? What's going to happen then?
Well, you're going to go live with Uncle Charlie now.
Wait, what? No way.
Mindy, it's either that or nothing. You ruined my wedding, made us move away, cost me so much in wedding preparation fees, and did so much more. Now, I'm going to make you and Jack pay for all that you cost me.
But if the wedding didn't happen, then why did you still have to pay?
We canceled on the day of. Every service, venue, catering company that we paid for was there that day, and they charged the full fee for the cancellation. Of course someone has to pay.
And you're going to make me pay for all of that?
That's right. Every single penny.
But what about Jack? Shouldn't he have to pay too?
Oh, I've already gotten his share of what he owes me.
You have?
That's right. He wired me the money when I told him it was that or I'd sue him. You have the same choice.
You wouldn't actually sue me, would you?
I won't if you work in our uncle's shop until you've paid back all $50,000 you owe me.
Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to get that back?
Well, it won't be easy considering the fact that you also have a child to take care of, but that's life, I guess. Out of the fire and into the flame, as the saying goes. That's what I thought when I sent that last text to Mindy. My Uncle Charlie owns a restaurant where he got Mindy a job. Meanwhile, my aunt watched over the baby while she was at work. These days, when she's not at home taking care of her kid, Mindy is washing dishes and keeping the eatery spotless. Although she can't work many hours since she still has to go home to take care of her little one. I imagine that she'll be paying me back for a long, long time. I just hope the kid doesn't come out too messed up from all of this. As for me, while I didn't exactly lie about moving away, the truth was that my family and friends and neighbors all actually rallied behind my parents and I after what Mindy did. There were never any rumors, and everyone was so kind and sweet. Still, we couldn't stand the idea of being such huge objects of pity for everyone, and for personal reasons too, decided that it would just be better to move away. That being said, we only moved a town away and are still quite close to our old hometown. I'll walk by my Uncle Charlie's restaurant now and then and see Mindy hard at work, but she is always far too busy to ever look up and notice me watching her from the window as I pass by.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
May, are you there? I have something to tell you. I'm gonna be coming back to Mom and Dad's from tomorrow to have my kid.
Wait, Lara? Is that you? It's been like 5 years since we last talked. And wait, you're coming home to have your kid? You're pregnant?
That's right. I am and I am. You must be quite shocked. But yeah, I'm already 4 months along.
If this is really something, I mean, I don't think I've heard a single word from you ever since you ran away to New York to live with your boyfriend. I didn't even know that the two of you had gotten married.
No, we actually haven't gotten married yet. But we've talked about it, and we're going to do it once my boyfriend slows down and we have the time to. Oh, right. By the way, this boyfriend is totally different.
Wait, wow, that is a lot. I mean, so much has happened to you in the last 5 years. But if you're going to come home to have your kid, you should have said something earlier. We haven't made preparations for you to come here, and you don't even have a room here anymore.
Wait, what? I don't? But why not? What happened to my room? But you all just really think that I would never come home? How could you just get rid of my room without even telling me?
Well, you had been away for 5 full years, and you know how Mom and Dad can be kind of pack rats, right? Well, basically, we just ran out of space and needed to use your room to store all their stuff.
Are you serious? My room is just the junk room now? Well, you better start to clean it up right now because I'll be taking my room back when I get there.
I really just want to tell you to do it yourself, but I guess you're pregnant, so I can't really make you do all of that lifting.
Oh, big sis, how is the cleaning going? Are you done yet? Is my room ready?
Of course it isn't ready. There is a ton of stuff that I still need to find a place for.
I thought I told you to have that room ready for me before I got there. I want to rest in my own room, and you are preventing me from doing that.
Well, that is why I wish that you would have warned me that you were coming home earlier. I understand that you want to come home to have your kid, but you should have told me earlier because there is a ton of cleaning up that I need to do. There's no way that I could have cleaned up this room by the time you messaged me yesterday.
Well, I am getting sick of waiting in the living room for you to be done.
You know, I am getting just a little bit sick of your attitude. I have been busting my buns to get this room ready for you. Mom and Dad didn't even offer to help, so I've been doing all of this myself. Don't you realize that?
Well, this is all your fault for putting stuff into my room in the first place. You shouldn't have done that.
But I only did it because Mom and Dad asked me to because they never throw anything away.
All right, I'm getting sick of your excuses, and the stress you're causing me can't be good for the baby. Just shut up and get back to work.
I would if you would just stop texting me already. It is hard to get any work done when you keep texting me to ask if I'm done or not. Now, if you will excuse me.
May, are you there? I just noticed that the living room hasn't been cleaned at all. Have you been slacking off?
Excuse me? What do you mean?
I mean that the living room is dirty and I want you to clean it. Make sure to vacuum my room while you're at it. I mean, if you don't clean the house frequently, it's only going to get messier.
Lara, I understand that you're pregnant, but that doesn't mean that you can't do anything at all.
What do you mean? What would you have me do?
Have you ever seen your room? It is strewn with your clothes all over the place. You have plates and glasses all over your desk, and you have trash all over your floor. I don't care if you're pregnant, you can do better than this.
Excuse me? Just who do you think you are? You know, this is why you're single and no one loves you.
Are you kidding me right now? Do you think that's even remotely appropriate to say?
You haven't even ever been pregnant. I'm just thinking of this little child growing up inside me. If I get up and move around, then it'll jostle the fetus and bacteria could get in. Who knows what kind of damage that could cause?
You're right. I'll give it to you that I don't know what it's like to be pregnant.
That's right. So you don't know what you're talking about in the slightest. And if you don't know what you're talking about, then I don't want to hear anything from you. Clearly, you know nothing about how bacteria could get into the womb and affect the baby. And someone like you is probably covered in harmful germs.
I don't know why you have to say things like that. I think I keep myself quite clean, thank you very much.
Actually, you know what? I want you to leave.
Leave? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I can't have someone filthy like you hanging around the house anymore. It's not good for the baby. You need to move out right away, or who knows what might happen to my poor child.
I really don't think that's how it works. You are taking all of this way too far right now.
Well, it's not like you contribute anything to the house anyways. I know that you don't even work, right?
Excuse me? Just what makes you say that, huh?
Well, I've been here the past 2 days, and I've noticed that you only ever go out to do the shopping or to take out the trash. You never seem to leave for any kind of job, and besides cleaning the house, you just hole yourself up in your room all day. You're not someone who carries disease, you're the disease itself. Or should I say, parasite to be precise? Someone needs to sanitize the house of you. You're just gonna cause trouble for this kid even after it's born. You'll teach it all kinds of bad habits. You need to just get out of this house and find a job already. So just get!
And what is going to happen to the house then? Who do you think is going to take care of the cleaning if you won't?
What are you talking about? Mom and Dad are still here. I'll just make them do it, of course.
And you really think that they're going to go for that just because you say so?
Of course they are. Besides, I would much rather live with Mom, who actually knows about childbirth, than with the walking tapeworm that is you.
All right then. You're really sure that you want me to move out then?
Of course I'm sure. Just get out of here already, jeez. You know, Dad was talking to me not that long ago and was saying how great he thought it would be if one day I can live together with his father's child. Well, if you leave the house, then we can take your room for the both of us. So thanks for helping me out there.
Okay then. If this is what you really, really want, I guess I have no choice. I'll pack up my things and try to be out of your hair by tomorrow.
Do you mean it? Oh, this is going to be perfect. I'm so happy. Thanks for not putting up a fight. May, are you there? You said that you were going to be moving out of the house by today. Are you gone yet? Make sure that you take everything with you when you go. I don't want your germ-covered belongings in the house where it might make my kids sick. Got it?
Don't worry. I made sure not to leave a single thing in there. I'm actually just about to head out of the house right now.
Are you serious? You're really about to leave? Yay! The tapeworm is being passed out of the house. This is great!
The feeling is mutual.
Excuse me? You're happy? Why? Why would you be happy about this?
Lara, you finally given me a chance to get out of that house. I'm finally free. Good luck not letting the house fall apart without me.
What are you talking about? What's that supposed to mean? Hey May, I just wanted to let you know that I talked to Mom and Dad and they said it was fine if my boyfriend moved in with us from next month. We're going to be moving into your old room, so you can go ahead and not bother coming back since you won't even have a place to come back to.
Oh, well that's just fine with me. I feel like I can finally go out and start my own life. It feels like a real fresh start for me. I way prefer being on my own than living at home. I just moved into my new place and I still haven't finished unpacking. My stuff is kind of everywhere, but no one is here to tell me how to use my space. This is like a totally new sensation.
Hold on, this isn't right. You shouldn't be happy about this. You should be upset. You're basically thrown out of the house.
Oh, you have no idea just how long I was waiting for a chance to get out of the house.
But why? What's wrong with being there? What didn't you tell me?
Oh, don't worry. You'll find out all on your own soon enough. But if you really want to hear my opinion, I think you're way better off going back to your boyfriend's house than living with Mom and Dad again.
Seriously? What are you talking about? Explain yourself. You need to tell me what's going on. May, you need to get back here and do something about this. I'm serious.
What is it now? What do you want?
The house is filthy. It's an absolute pigsty.
What are you talking about? What is going on at the house?
Well, ever since you left, I haven't seen Mom do any of the cleaning around here at all. And Dad just sits around not doing anything either. My boyfriend has already moved in with us, but when I opened the door to greet him, he said the whole house stank like rotten garbage, turned around, and went back to live at his old place.
Don't tell me that the trash hasn't been taken out for the whole month that I've been gone.
Well, yeah, like I said, neither Mom or Dad have gotten off their lazy butts to do it for me.
So basically, you're telling me that all 3 of the grown adults living in that house are refusing to do even the most basic of chores or housekeeping?
What are you talking about? Don't you try to put this on me. I'm pregnant, remember? None of this is my fault.
Right. Well, what have you all been doing for food? Is anyone even cleaning or vacuuming or doing the dishes or washing the clothes?
Well, about all those.
So since the day that I left the house, not a single thing to keep the place in order that you're all living in has been done at all? The house is just a complete sty?
I guess that sounds right. It was probably not long after you'd left that I noticed dishes started to pile up and garbage gathering in the corner.
I'm actually curious. In the past 5 years since you left the house, have you ever lived in a place that was as filthy as that?
Actually, now that you mention it, no. I think this is the dirtiest place I've ever seen.
So, you finally realized the sad truth about living with Mom and Dad. Basically, someone who isn't them has to do all of the cleaning or else it turns into that. Maybe you remember our grandma who eventually was put into a retirement home? That happened not long after you left. But she was basically the one keeping Mom and Dad in line about keeping the house clean.
Wait a second. I think I get it.
No, I work full-time and I did while living at home too. I just have a teleworking job.
Are you serious? You work from home? I had no idea.
Anyways, just wait. It gets worse.
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean? Is that some kind of threat or something? May, are you there? What's going on? What is this? Answer me right now. I want answers. I thought that my boyfriend would be coming back to pick me up, but his parents are here and talking about me moving in with them.
Yeah, I figured that something like this might have happened.
What are you talking about? Why is this happening?
Well, I never mentioned this to you before, but I actually know who your boyfriend is. We've met before.
Wait, you do? Really? I didn't know about that.
Well, it's true. He's actually a client of mine, and we just started working together. After we talked some business, we were just making small talk, and he started to talk about you. When I asked about the name of the girl he was talking about, I realized that he was, in fact, talking about you.
Are you serious? This is the first time that I'm hearing about any of this. Why did he wait until now to tell me?
Well, yesterday, I reached out to him and told him that you were living in really unsanitary conditions. We talked about how you living in a place like that couldn't be good for your pregnancy, and that he should probably do something. He said that it seemed like the only option was for you to move in with his family.
And just why wasn't I consulted for any of this, huh? Doesn't my opinion matter when it comes to this stuff? If I'm moving out, then I want to move in with you.
Yeah, that isn't going to happen. There's no way I'm going to let you live with me. You can keep dreaming, though.
But why not? I want to move in with you. Why won't you let me? I mean, we're family, and I'm pregnant. You have to help me.
Well, that's because I'm actually living with my fiancé at the moment.
Wait, what did you just say? You have a boyfriend? You have a fiancé?
Yep, that is what I said. Anyways, it sounds to me like you need to talk with his family about what is going to happen next for you.
But my boyfriend's mom really scares me. She's really, really intense and strict.
Well, then she sounds like the perfect match for someone as selfish as you.
How could you say that? We're sisters. Why are you treating me like this?
Right. Well, anyways, I've got to go and meet up with my fiancé. We have a lot of big talks to have for our future. So, have a nice life.
That isn't fair. Why do you always get to have the good life? What did I do to deserve this? Please, you have to do something.
After that, Lara's move into her soon-to-be parent-in-law's house was decided. It wasn't long after that she was officially married to the father of her child. I was hoping that living with such a strict mother-in-law would have helped Lara learn how to take responsibility for herself. That was 2 years ago, though. The last time I heard from Lara, she told me that she had been kicked out of her husband's house. When I asked her why, she told me it was because she cheated on her husband. She had to leave the kid with him and was left with nothing. I had just about enough out of her and blocked her. Lara had no other choice but to move back in with my parents in their filthy house, where she has to wade her way in and out of a sea of trash. She has also had to find work in order to pay off all of her debts, but is known around the workplace for her smell more than anything.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.